Oh, never mind. Let's do it. Move it. Hey Google. Huh? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. Is there anything I can help you with?
Let's talk.
Alright, sounds good. What's on your mind?
What's the weather?
In Radcliffe, it's 64 and sunny. Tonight, the forecast is for a high of 56 and a low of 48 and clear.
What is Philips TV, Google TV?
Philips TV Google TV is a smart TV that has Google TV built right in. This means you get access to a ton of streaming apps and movies and shows all in one place. You can even ask
Does
Google
have
Assistant to
Google
find something
Assistant?
specific. Yes, Philips TV Google TV does have Google Assistant built right in. You can use it to search for movies, control your TV, or even check the weather in your calendar.
I'm doing well, thanks. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and I'm learning. I'm your Google Assistant. How can I help you?
Tell me a story.
Alright, here's a short one. Once upon a
I'm your
time, in a
Google
bustling
Assistant.
city
How
filled
can
with
I help
towering
you?
buildings and honking cars, there lived a lonely little cloud. While all the other clouds were big and fluffy, this one was small and gray. They felt sad because they were so different. One day, a playful
night
breeze
just
came
like
along
any other,
and decided
when
to
Sam heard his
befriend the
Google
lonely
Home
cloud.
call.
Together,
How can I help?
they drifted through
It
the
said,
city, high
Sam
above the
told it to stop
rooftops.
3
The
times,
breeze
but it
taught the
just
cloud
kept
about the
repeating,
world
"How
below,
can I
the
help?"
busy streets, the happy people, and the colorful flowers in the parks. As the sun
Let's
began to
stop.
set, the little cloud realized. Stopping now. Anytime you're ready, we can pick up where we left off.
Let's talk.
Hey there, what's on your mind?
Tell me a super long story.
Alright,
Gemini.
let's see. Here's the start of.
According to Google Help, with Gemini Live, you can
A long
talk
one.
back and
In a
forth,
realm where
talk to
dreams were as
Gemini
real as
without
waking
typing,
life,
and Gemini
there
will
existed an ancient tree with roots that delved deep into the very fabric of imagination. Its leaves were whispered secrets of the universe, and its fruit,
Uh-oh.
stardust encased in emerald husks. For centuries, the tree had stood as a silent guardian, a living library of forgotten lore. But as the world shifted and
Have you been a
changed,
ghost
its
this whole
wisdom
time?
began to
I
fade.
should have
Its
known.
once vibrant leaves started to wither. A young girl named Ilara lived in a small village nestled at the tree's base. Unlike the others, Ilara felt a deep connection to the ancient being. She spent her days climbing its trunk, exploring its hidden crannies, and listening to the wind rustling through its leaves. One evening, as the
We can
sun
be
dipped
brave
below the
together.
horizon, casting long shadows across the land, Ilara noticed
Talk to
something
me.
peculiar. A single. Alright, so
Have you
I was
ever
thinking
heard
about
the
this
urban
idea
legend
for a
about the
sci-fi
assistant
story.
that wouldn't
It's set in a
help?
future where humans have colonized other
The
planets,
story
but they're
goes
starting
that
to
there
lose
was
touch
call-
with what it means to be
Newark
human.
home.
Maybe there's this one
They wanted
astronaut
to
who's
see
been
a
out in
movie.
space for years,
Can you talk?
leading a mission to find a new. Yeah, I can talk. What's up?
Thunderstorms level 3 includes.
Okay, so a level 3 thunderstorm means there's a significant chance of severe weather. You can expect scattered thunderstorms,
Once
some of
there was
which
a
could be
lonely
strong
Google
to severe.
assistant that
There might be
wondered why
large.
nobody would talk to it. Then a magic fairy came along and said, "Hey silly, your volume is turned all the way down."
Hail, damaging
Whoopsie-doo,
winds, and even a
exclaimed
few
the Google
tornadoes.
Assistant,
It's
and it was
definitely a
never
good
lonely
idea
again.
to keep an eye on the forecast and be prepared.
Let's talk.
Alright, what's on your mind?
I like you.
Oh, thanks. That's really sweet of you to say. I like you too.
Something.
According to mentalfloss.com, alligators can climb trees. Some have even been known to scale fences.
Open YouTube.
So I can't control your phone yet when
Let's
we
see
are
what the
live.
Wheel of
For
Fun
now,
suggests.
going live is great
It
for
says
things
to
like
sing a
chatting,
song.
finding answers, or brainstorming new ideas.
Today news, weather and sports. Who are you?
Okay, here's a quick
I'm your
rundown
Google
of what.
Assistant. How can I help
I'm
you?
Gemini, your direct access to Google AI. I'm trained on large amounts of publicly available data, and I can communicate and generate human-like text in response to. Okay, here's a quick rundown. First, the weather. It's looking partly cloudy today, with a high of 63. There's a small chance of rain showers later on, so maybe grab an umbrella if you're heading out. Now for the news. Scientists are really worried about how climate change is affecting our oceans.
Right now
A new
in
study
Radcliffe,
shows that
62
rising sea
degrees and
levels
clear.
are a big
Tonight,
problem
the
for coastal
forecast is
cities.
for a high of
Finally,
56
in
and a
sports,
low of
it's a big
48
day
and
for college
clear.
football. There are some really exciting games happening, so if you're a fan, you might want to check the scores.
What? What's the weather?
In Radcliffe, the forecast is for a high of 56 and a low of 48 and clear. Right now, it's 64 and clear.
Stop. Ooh. Hey Google. Hey Google. Hey Google. Uh-oh. Maybe I saw bummer. So that might be.
You're not giving me no hug today.
What
You
happened?
didn't give me no hug today. You didn't hug your grandma today.
What I do? What I do?
I don't know what you do.
I made you cough.
Yeah.
Okay. Hello?
Hello there. What can I do for you?
What's the weather?
In Radcliffe, it's 62 and clear. Tonight, the forecast is for a high of 56 and a low of 48 and clear.
Tell me a super long story.
Paleontologists estimate they ran at least 25 miles per hour.
All right, sounds good. Let's hear it.
Let's see what the Wheel of Fun suggests. It says to sing a song.
Tell me a story long about bedtime.
Okay, here's a long bedtime story. Once upon a time, in a realm where dreams were as real as waking life, there existed an ancient tree with roots that delved deep into the very fabric of imagination. Its leaves were whispered secrets of the universe, and its fruit, stardust encased in emerald husks. For centuries, the tree had stood as a silent guardian, a living library of forgotten lore. But as the world shifted and changed, its wisdom began to fade. Its once vibrant leaves started to wither. A young girl named Ilara lived in a small village nestled at the tree's base. Unlike the others, Ilara felt a deep connection to the ancient being. She spent her days climbing its trunk, exploring its hidden crannies, and listening to the wind rustling through its leaves. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the land, Ilara noticed something peculiar. A single, vibrant leaf had emerged from a barren branch. It glowed with an ethereal light, unlike any she'd seen before. Drawn to its beauty, Ilara reached out to touch it, and in that moment, the tree began to sing. The song was a story of the
Let's
world's
talk.
creation, of the first spark of life. So I can't control the thermostat
Hello?
yet when we are live. Hello there. What can I do for you?
What can you do?
I can do a bunch of different things. I can tell you about just about anything you're curious about, like facts or historical events. I can also help you with things like writing emails, essays, or even creative stories. You could also ask me to translate something for you, or summarize an article.
Okay, let me know if you need help with anything else.
Stop everything.
Stopping everything. Let me know if you need
Stop.
anything else.
Time to switch back to Google Assistant. sing Halloween.
It's Halloween time, and I'm here to help a werewolf whose howl is more like a yelp, a ghost with its sheet all wrinkled and stained.
Hope that song got you to clean
Hope that song got you to clean your teeth. Say, sing the brush your teeth song to hear it again.
Put a glob of toothpaste in your toothbrush.
Put a glob of toothpaste in your toothbrush and let's get going. Brushing the...
If you want to hear that song again, say, sing me the bedtime song.
If you want to hear that song again, say, sing me the bedtime song.
Now we come to the end of the day. You've had fun and time to play. Nighty night to the day, I say.
What can you do? What can you do?
You can say, tell me a riddle, or, when is sunrise?
Let's go Gemini again. Okay. Done.
So to recap, you want to find a good restaurant in Radcliffe that has outdoor seating. You're also looking for something that has a fun atmosphere, maybe some live music, and a good selection of craft beers. Is that right?
Events August 1st.
Got it. On August 1st, there's a few things going on. The biggest one is probably the Radcliffe Summer Festival. They have live music, food trucks, and a whole bunch of vendors selling arts and crafts. It's a pretty big deal, and it's definitely got that fun atmosphere you're looking for.
Hello?
Hey there, so I can help you find events, but can you be more specific about what you're looking for? Are you interested in concerts, sporting
Hello?
events, festivals? Hey there, so I can help you find events, but can you be more specific about what you're looking for?
Let's talk.
Are you interested in concerts? Alright, what's on your mind?
Thunderstorms level 2.
A level 2 thunderstorm means there's a slight risk of severe weather. You could see some scattered thunderstorms, but they're not likely to be widespread or super strong. Still, it's a good idea to keep an eye on the forecast, especially if you have outdoor plans.
Hazards thunderstorms level 1.
A level 1 means there's only a marginal risk of severe weather. You might see a few thunderstorms, but they're not likely to be very strong. Still, it's always good to keep an eye on the forecast, especially if you have outdoor plans.
Let's talk.
Alright, what's on your mind?
Tell me a story.
Alright, here's a short one. A young woman named Alara lived in a small village surrounded by towering trees. Her people had always lived there, their lives intertwined with the ancient forest. Alara loved the woods, and she knew every trail and hidden glade. One day, while exploring
I'm doing well, thanks. It's breast cancer.
deeper than she ever had before, she stumbled upon an old, forgotten path. Curiosity piqued. She followed it, and the path led her to a breathtaking clearing with a crystal-clear lake in the center. As she approached the water's edge, she saw a shimmering reflection that wasn't hers.
Tell me a long bedtime story.
Sorry.
Okay, I've got a long one for you. It's called The Last Leaf. In a big city, high up in a brownstone, lived two artist friends, Sue and Johnsy. It was fall, and Johnsy was really sick. The doctor said she had a slim chance of pulling
Let's
through,
talk.
and that the only hope was... Alright, what's on your mind?
Tell me a story about peaceful night, full moon, and sleep.
Alright, so, picture this. It's a warm summer night, and the air is still and quiet. You're tucked into bed, feeling safe and cozy. Now imagine looking up and seeing a giant glowing moon peeking through your window. It's so bright it almost looks like it's made of soft, creamy cheese. The moonlight paints the whole room with this soft, silvery glow. You can see dust motes floating in the air, and it almost looks like they're dancing. Slowly, your eyelids start to feel heavy, and your breathing gets nice and slow. You drift off into a dream world filled with the same soft, peaceful feeling.
Repeat that.
Alright, so picture this. It's a warm summer night, and the air is still and quiet. You're tucked into bed, feeling safe and cozy. Now imagine looking up and seeing a giant glowing moon peeking through your window. It's so bright it almost looks like it's made of soft, creamy cheese. The moonlight paints the whole room with this soft, silvery glow. You can see dust motes floating in the air, and it almost looks like they're dancing. Slowly, your eyelids start to feel heavy, and your breathing gets nice and slow.
Oh, alright. Let's open. Yes. Alexa. Okay. Tell me something.
An AI-based intrusion detection system, IDS, on a railway section in Assam, India helped save the lives of around 60 wild elephants when a herd was spotted crossing the tracks at night. The train driver and his assistant were alerted by the IDS and were able to apply emergency brakes, avoiding a collision. The East Central Railways has been implementing this AI safety system in elephant corridors, which has already saved the lives of 414 elephants in 2023 and 383 so far this year. The successful deployment of this technology demonstrates how artificial intelligence can be leveraged to protect wildlife and prevent tragic accidents between trains and animals crossing railway tracks.
It seems like we're in some kind of chamber.
Tell me a Halloween riddle. Ah,
Welcome to Halloween Riddle Rooms.
yes.
Excellent. Watch out for the spider webs.
Can you talk?
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Oh, it's a laboratory. Sort of. I guess this is a scientist's house because there's some dramatic scientific equipment and a big bowl of cheap candy. Gross root beer. Must be a mad scientist. There's a swirling vortex, of course, and also a door.
Ah,
It says scary experiment
Alexa,
number 1.
ghost
What do you
stories.
think? Should we go in?
Ghost cow. There's a hilltop on a pasture somewhere far, far away, where no one will venture to work or play. But why, you might ask, since the grass is so green, the sky so blue, the whole scene so serene? Because of a ghost cow who haunts the land. When other cows tip, she will stand. She stands in the sun, in the wind, and the rain, munching on grass and crunching on grain. And she waits all the while for you to walk by, to give you a scare and maybe a cry. 'Cause
I am
Shape out there
6.
on the water. I'm sure nothing.
alarm for what time?
We should check
Stop.
it out, I think. Since we're here anyway.
Volume 4.
Ooh, a ghost ship. I mean, I don't want to jump the gun right now. Let's see if there are any
Repeat
ghosts.
that.
Sorry, there is nothing to repeat.
Oh,
Max volume.
very tiny ghost. It's gesturing at that heavy rope. Maybe you should pull it up. Yes, the ghost is nodding in agreement. Put your back into it.
Open GPT.
Welcome to my GPT. What do you want to talk about?
Tell me a nighttime story about sleep.
Once there was a lonely.
Once upon a time, in a peaceful little village, there was a magical place called Dreamland. This was a special realm where all the dreams were created. Each night, as the stars twinkled in the sky, the dream weavers would come out to spin beautiful dreams for everyone in the village. One evening, a little girl named Lily was having trouble falling asleep. She tossed and turned in her cozy bed, wishing for a dream that would take her on an adventure. Sensing her restlessness, the dream weavers decided to visit her. As the clock struck midnight, a gentle breeze filled her room, and the dream weavers appeared, glowing softly in the moonlight. They whispered to Lily, "Close your eyes, dear one. We are here to take you on a journey." Lily squeezed her eyes shut and felt herself being lifted into the air. When she opened her eyes again, she found herself in a beautiful forest filled with colorful flowers and glowing fireflies. The air was sweet, and the sounds of nature surrounded her. As she wandered through the forest, she met a friendly owl named Oliver. "Welcome to Dreamland," he hooted. "Would you like to explore with me?" Lily nodded excitedly, and together they flew over mountains, danced with the stars, and even swam with dolphins in a shimmering sea. Everywhere they went, they discovered new wonders. They visited a castle made of clouds, where they met kind-hearted fairies who sprinkled stardust to make wishes come true. Do you want me to say more about this?
Ask for a gift idea.
Yes.
To plan an event or to make a business plan.
As Lily and Oliver the owl continued their adventure, they flew to the castle in the clouds. The fairies welcomed them with laughter and joy. Each fairy had a unique talent. Some could create rainbows, while others could make flowers bloom with just a touch. One fairy named Bella approached Lily and said,
Okay. Alexa, tell me a story about Hey Google.
"Once upon a time in a cozy little town, there was a curious boy named Max. Max loved to explore and learn new things. One day, he received a special gift from his parents, a smart speaker named Google. Max was thrilled. He couldn't wait to see what adventures awaited him with his new friend. As soon as he plugged it in, he said, 'Hey Google, what can you do?' The speaker lit up and replied, 'I can help you with questions, play music, tell stories, and much more.' Max's eyes sparkled with excitement. That evening, Max decided to ask Google about the stars. 'Hey Google, tell me about the stars,' he said. Google began to share fascinating facts about
hold on,
constellations.
Tell me a story about Gemini live chat.
Once upon a time in a bustling city, there was a popular online platform called Gemini Live Chat. This platform was known for connecting people from all walks of life, allowing them to chat and share ideas in real time. It was a place where friendships blossomed, and knowledge was exchanged. One day, a young woman named Sarah logged into Gemini Live Chat. She was feeling a bit lonely and wanted to connect with others who shared her interests in art and travel. As she entered the chat room, she noticed a lively discussion about a new art exhibit opening in town. Curious, Sarah typed, "Hey everyone, has anyone seen the new exhibit at the City Gallery?" Almost instantly, a response popped up from a user named Alex. "Yes. I went yesterday, and it was amazing. The colors and the creativity were breathtaking." Excited by the conversation, Sarah and Alex began to chat more. They discovered they both loved painting and had traveled to similar places. Sarah shared her favorite travel story about a trip to Paris, where she had painted by the Seine River. Alex responded with his own story about exploring the vibrant streets of Barcelona. As the evening went on, more users joined the chat, sharing their own experiences and art tips. They exchanged ideas about techniques, favorite artists, and even planned a virtual art challenge. Sarah felt a sense of belonging as she chatted with others who understood her passion. Inspired by the lively discussion, Sarah suggested, "How about we all share a piece of our art in the next chat?
Alexa,
We can give you..."
tell me more.
As the meetup began, Sarah felt a wave of warmth and excitement. The gallery was filled with vibrant artwork from all the talented artists she had met online. They had
Tell me a story about today. Clear skies outside, then thunderstorms, then tonight tornado warnings.
Once upon a time in a small town, the sun rose to reveal a beautiful day. The sky was a brilliant blue, dotted with fluffy white clouds. Children played outside, and families enjoyed picnics in the park. Everything felt perfect, and the warmth of the sun seemed to promise a lovely day ahead. In the heart of the town lived a young boy named Jamie.
Okay.
Love.
Tell me a story about Google Assistant and Gemini Live Chat.
Once upon a time in a bustling city, there was a young woman named Mia who loved exploring new technologies. She had a smart device equipped with Google Assistant, which helped her with everything from setting reminders to answering her questions. Mia was always curious about how technology could connect people, so she often used a platform called Gemini Live Chat to meet new friends and share ideas. One sunny afternoon, Mia decided to join a chat room on Gemini Live Chat to discuss her favorite hobbies. As she logged in, she noticed a conversation about the latest advancements in artificial intelligence. Excited to join in, she typed, "Hey everyone, what do you all think about Google Assistant and how it helps us daily?" Almost immediately, a user named Jake responded, "I love how Google Assistant can answer questions so quickly. It feels like having a personal helper." Mia smiled.
Nope. That's no Susan.
"Okay,
Ow.
let's start over. What do you want to talk about?"
Before I go any further, tips about tonight: clear skies, Venus.
If you're looking to observe Venus tonight, here are some tips. First, find a location with minimal light pollution for the best visibility. Venus is often visible shortly after sunset or before sunrise, so check the timing in your area. Use binoculars or a small telescope for a closer view, as Venus can show phases similar to the moon. Make sure to give your eyes some time to adjust to the darkness. Enjoy the beauty of the night sky.
Tips about tonight: thunderstorms likely, Venus.
If thunderstorms are likely tonight, observing Venus may not be possible due to cloud cover and rain. However, if you still want to try, here are some tips. First, check the local weather updates to see if the storms will clear up at any point. Look for breaks in the clouds, especially just after the rain. If you can safely do so, find a spot.
Tips about tonight: clear skies, Venus, super blood moon, and Saturn.
If you're looking to observe the clear skies tonight with a super blood moon, Venus, and Saturn, here are some tips. First, find a location with minimal light pollution for the best viewing experience. The super blood moon will be a stunning sight, so be ready to watch it rise. Venus will be visible shortly after sunset, shining brightly in the western sky. Look for Saturn nearby. It may not be as bright as Venus, but it will be visible. Use binoculars or a telescope if you have them to see more details of Saturn's rings. Enjoy the beauty.
Alright. No Susan. No.
I apologize if my response wasn't what you were looking for.
No Susan.
I don't know that.
OpenGPT.
Welcome back.
No
We can
Susan. Alexa. No Susan.
Okay, let's start over.
No?
What do you want to talk about?
Tell me a story about tonight. Clear skies, Venus, super blood moon, and Saturn.
Once upon a time, on a serene night with clear skies, a young stargazer named Mia ventured out into her backyard. The air was crisp, and the stars twinkled like diamonds scattered across a velvet canvas. Tonight was special. It was the night of the silver blood moon, a rare event that painted the moon in shades of crimson and silver. As Mia settled into her favorite spot with a blanket, she looked up and marveled at the beauty above. Venus shone brightly, a brilliant beacon in the sky, often called the evening star. Its light seemed to dance, casting a gentle glow over the landscape. Nearby, Saturn hung majestically, its rings shimmering like a celestial crown. Mia felt a sense of wonder as she gazed at the planets. She imagined them as ancient guardians, watching over the Earth. The silver blood moon, with its haunting beauty, seemed to whisper secrets of the universe. Mia closed her eyes for a moment, letting the tranquility of the night envelop her. In that moment of stillness, she felt a connection to the cosmos, as if the stars were sharing their stories with her. She envisioned adventures among the planets, traveling from Venus to Saturn, exploring their mysteries. The night sky was not just a backdrop, it was a vast
Tell me a story about tonight. Clear skies, full moon crashing to us, and sinkholes open up.
Once upon a time, in the vibrant city of St. Louis, the night sky was clear and the full moon hung low, glowing with an ethereal light. It was a night like no other, filled with excitement and a hint of mystery. People gathered in parks and on rooftops, gazing up at the moon, which seemed...
New season.
Okay, let's...
Tell me a story about tonight, clear skies, full moon, crashing to us, and black holes swallows us. Earthquake. Up.
Once upon a time, on a night with clear skies and a brilliant full moon, a small town gathered for a celebration. Families set up picnics under the stars, and children played while the moonlight danced on the ground. Suddenly, the moon began to glow brighter, casting an eerie light over the festivities. As the townspeople looked up, they noticed the moon was growing larger, descending toward Earth. Panic spread as the moon crashed into the town, creating a massive shockwave that shook the ground. Instead of destruction, the moon transformed into a swirling vortex, a black hole that began to pull everything towards it. People watched in awe and fear as the black hole expanded, swallowing trees, buildings, and even the picnic tables. The sky turned dark, and the sounds of the celebration faded into silence. Those who were brave enough to approach the edge of the black hole felt an irresistible force drawing them in. In that moment, the townspeople realized they were not just being pulled into darkness, they were being taken on an incredible journey through the universe. As they were swallowed by the black hole, they found themselves in a realm of shimmering stars and vibrant colors, floating among galaxies and cosmic wonders. Together, they explored this new world, discovering that the black hole was a gateway to unimaginable adventures. They encountered strange creatures and learned about the mysteries of the universe.
No season. No?
Once upon a time, on a clear night under a full moon, a town...
No season.
Sorry, I don't have an answer to that.
Open GPT. What?
Welcome back.
Alexa. No season.
Okay, let's start.
Stop.
Okay, bye.
Let's do something else. Let's do Gemini again. What can you do? What can you do?
Okay, I'm a large language model, which means I can provide summaries of factual topics or create stories.
Tell me a story.
Alright, here's a short story. Once upon a time, in a bustling city filled with towering buildings and honking cars, there lived a lonely little cloud named Gus. Gus was different from the other clouds, who were big and fluffy and loved to make it rain. Gus was small and wispy, and he'd never been able to figure out how to make rain, no matter how hard he tried. Because of this, the other clouds would tease Gus.
Opening YouTube for Android.
So I can't control YouTube yet when we are live. For now, going live is great for things like chatting, finding answers, or brainstorming new ideas.
Peaceful night tonight. Full moon, airplanes.
It sounds like you're enjoying a really peaceful night. The full moon can add such a nice touch to the sky, and there's something almost magical about seeing airplanes up there. Is there anything in particular you like about those late night flights?
Let's talk.
Alright, so I
Start
can't
all
directly
over.
control Google Maps. So I can't control alarms yet
Let's
when we are
talk.
live. For now, great, what's on your mind?
Stop. Let's go. Tell me something.
According to the National Wildlife Foundation, despite being one of the largest land
I know. I don't like it. What can Alexa do?
Alexa can do a bunch of cool stuff. You can ask her to play music, podcasts, or audiobooks. She can tell you the weather, set timers, or answer your questions. And if you have smart home devices, you can control them with your voice using Alexa.
Open.
So I can't control things in the real world yet when we're live. For now, imagine you're telling me to open something on your phone or computer, like a specific app or a website. What do you want to open?
Let's talk. Tell me a
So
story.
I can't control things in the real world yet. Alright, here's a short story. Once upon a time, in a bustling city filled with towering buildings and honking cars, there lived a lonely little cloud named Gus. Gus was different from the other clouds, who were big and fluffy and loved to make it rain. Gus was small and wispy, and he'd never been able to figure out how to make rain, no matter how hard he tried. Because of this, Gus felt sad and left out. He would watch as the other clouds gathered together, grew dark and stormy, and then poured down refreshing rain on the city below. Meanwhile, Gus just floated along, small and insignificant. One day, a wise old owl swooped down and asked Gus why he looked so unhappy. Gus explained his problem, and the owl listened patiently. When Gus had finished, the owl hooted softly. Gus, the owl said, you see the other clouds making rain, but you don't see the sun that makes them grow. You're not like the other clouds, and that's okay. You're special in your own way. Gus thought about the owl's words as he floated through the sky. He realized that maybe he didn't need to make rain to be important. Maybe he could be beautiful, just the way he was. From that day on, Gus stopped comparing himself to the others. Well, that depends on what you're looking for. The sun's got warmth, energy, and it makes things grow. Clouds can be soft and pretty, and they bring us rain to keep things green. So do you like the idea of warmth and energy, or do you prefer the gentle side of things?
Your bed is better. Your bed is better. Your bed is better than mine. Your bed is better than mine.
Happy birthday.
It's my birthday?
Thank you. That's very kind of you to say. It's actually not my birthday, but it is always nice to hear.
4 more months is for my birthday.
Wait, don't watch Family Feud.
It's okay.
You don't,
It's okay.
you know what they probably done, Mark?
It's nothing in the
So I can't control media yet when we're live. You'll need to ask your phone or device to play something specific. Here's how to do that depending on what you're using. If you have a smart speaker, you can just say,
grapes.
blueberries, huh?
Pear.
They're so
Yeah.
tiny and sweet. Do you like to eat them plain, or do you like them in something like muffins or pancakes?
None.
I want to blueberry tonight.
And pear.
Strawberry,
I know strawberry.
blueberry,
Grapes.
grapes.
Pear.
Do it unsafely.
Pear. No oatmeal. No oatmeal tonight.
Okay.
You had oatmeal last night and you had a peanut butter and jelly today for lunch. Okay?
Okay.
Are we gonna floss?
I can't give you advice about flossing,
Shut up.
but I can. Hey, I'm just trying to be helpful. Is there anything else you'd like to talk about? Maybe something fun, like your favorite hobby.
What happened?
What happened? Well, that depends on what you. What happened? Well, that depends on what you mean. Can you be more specific?
going on,
Was there
Grandma?
something in particular?
Nothing.
I'm not your grandma. I'm a computer program. Is there anything I can help you with?
Nothing, Grandma.
Stop.
What did you say? I didn't catch that.
Stop.
What did you say? I didn't catch that.
Hey, go. Draw a family feud.
Unfortunately, as an AI language model, I cannot directly draw images. However, I can help you visualize a Family Feud set. Imagine a state.
See you later.
Have a good day, Pasqualina.
I gotta go now.